Howdy, 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 everybody. Take three, and if it don't work this time, I'm giving up. Um, Teresa here. It is Wednesday, February 9th, 2022. It is Wednesday afternoon now at 3:27 p.m. Having a little bit of a rough day, not gonna lie. Been very chaotic so far since we've been up. Of course, we got woke up, and our dogs are going ballistic because guess what? The neighbor's dogs are running loose again. And she literally must not care a bit about these dogs because they're allowed to run across a very busy street out front and into the field, which I'm surprised the farmer hasn't decided to take care of them. Hi. Jellybean sure was going to protect his house, weren't you? I love you. And, I mean, it's just been a mess, huh? I would never just let you run and take chances of you getting hurt or get hit by a car or anything, right? So that's been really hard. Of course, Jellybean did her very best to defend us, right? She was growling and barking at the window. The other two dogs, we couldn't get to the other window. We've had to put stuff up against the windows, like the plant stands and stuff, so they can't just charge it, right? But Jellybean was on the bed. Who was protecting us, right? I know, you're so pretty. You know you're pretty? Oh, I know. Oh, I tried to mean to stop petting you. I love this dog. She's so good for me. Anyway, pretty much my emotional support dog, aren't you? He's a good girl. So, and then we've had, the surgeon's office calling, needing information, and then the hospital calling, needing to set up pre-admissions and stuff. I think that was it for your pre-admission. I mean, they're going to tell you what time to be at the hospital, and then they're going to tell you what time you have to do the COVID test, probably all Friday.
Yep.
They'll give us a time for surgery, what time you need to be at the hospital, and what time you need to go for the COVID test. Tomorrow morning at 7:45 a.m., oh Lord, we have to go for a 4-hour class on his surgery and care afterwards and stuff. I can't believe it could take that long, but whatever, right? Right? I guess they're very thorough. Is that right? I know. Like a parrot. You like a parrot? I know. So, she can tell when I'm getting aggravated and upset. Then here she is right away, right? I'm okay. I'm good. Are you good, Jelly? So yeah, it's been kind of crazy. The rocking and rolling. I heard her say you were put on the list at the last minute.
I heard that too.
But he gave you this date months ago. But I think because they had to, well, they didn't know how long it was going to be, that they were not going to be doing elective surgeries like this at all.
Yeah.
This is the first of after a few months that they're doing elective surgeries again. So I think we suspected that they were taking the worst cases, and so yours is so severe you got added to the list.
Yep.
So feel sorry for everybody that didn't make the list. I'm just hoping they aren't in as much pain. So, right? Right? Are you okay? Okay. I know. Everybody loves the jelly. They do. They know you're a pretty girl. Mm-hmm. So, anyway, bright spot is thank you, Leanne and Leanne's mom. The yarn came in. Like, I'm going to put you down for a minute, girlfriend. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I know. You don't want to go down, but I have to show the yarn, okay? This is important. Oh, my goodness. So, this is what I came out to. This beautiful box of yarn. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is like a treasure trove. So exciting. Here's my stuff. But it is all wonderful kinds of colors, which I am so loving. And some smaller pieces. some bigger pieces, some full skeins of like the red heart, which I always love this. So and Leanne's mom's friend gave some too. She's the one that started the whole thing. So beautiful colors. I already started, of course, the smaller pieces, already winding them into a beautiful ball. Great, you guys don't understand how much I love scrap yarn, because even if it's only that long, I can incorporate it in, and I do, and I love this because I will work on like I will make this into especially like brims of hats because you can have like all kinds of funky colors in the brim, and then I go off of what kind of pattern that produced on the other yarn I will select for the rest of the hat, and it's exciting to me. So I've been digging through here, combining some of the smaller ones that are just so exciting, and I could sit here like I'm toying on if I'm going to combine this with this or not. I probably will. It's just exciting and it's relaxing. So thank you. Being rather stressed out today, Leanne, please tell your mom this really helps reduce some stress. I'm really stressed out because sadly, when I have to take care of somebody, it does to a certain point trigger me because of PTSD, because of how I grew up, and I always had to take care of my mother, even though she really wasn't that ill. Sometimes she was, a lot of times she wasn't, just didn't want to get up and even make herself a pot of tea. It was easier just to screech at me and give me explicit directions on how I should do this. And you knew better than to not get it correct, if you know what I mean. And also take care of my brother, who was in half of a body cast. The only way I could bring him through the house, and see, I'm only maybe 7 at the most, is in a wagon. Oh, she slept. And for a lot of my growing up would be like, yes, you can go out and play, but you stay within earshot because she may want you to come back in and do some more housework. There were times where, like, I know one time they had like another couple over for dinner, and Mom liked to always put on a show, so she got out the good china, right? Made me set the table. Then I was basically um, kind of like a hired maid. Well, I wasn't even hired, but I know the woman was just appalled and kept wanting to help me because I was made to do the dishes. Everybody else, all the other kids were off playing. I had to, and I was, held my breath because God forbid you break one of these plates. So, and this woman was just horrified that I was being made to stand there and do these dishes while my mom put on the dog. So emotionally, sometimes I feel like I have a hard time because it does trigger me. And then Brad's always been my rock, and he hasn't been my rock in a couple of years, especially the last year because of the disability. And it makes me feel really shaken up. He's always been the one I depend on. And, and it's hard. You worry about all kinds of stuff going wrong. And I know it won't, but you can see I'm not sleeping that well because got a few bags. But it'll be fine. I feel unnerved. You know, us not knowing for the longest time on whether or not this is going to happen or going to, and I know it's life before anybody says these things. Don't come at me because probably not the best time to come at me anyway. Kind of like a mama bear protecting her cubs here. Not that Brad's a cub, but But yeah, so and kind of the rush to finish some things around here, and I'm trying to make sure I get a little bit more time to myself because I know that pretty soon, I'm going to need to be there totally for him. Um, I bet you he recovers pretty fast. So he's pretty strong that way, you know. So We had to laugh because they said this our part of the surgery was going to be 7,000 and some. Do we want to make a deposit today? It's like, honey child, we don't have $10 to even spare right now, so no. I mean, I wish we had a little bit of money. I would like to go out to lunch with him or something before surgery, but I don't think that's going to be the case. You know, I'd like to be able to get out of the house for just a little bit and stuff. That bothers me. I really do want to go out of the house and just, enjoy a little bit of time with you before surgery, but it is what it is. Medications cost a lot more than we thought they were going to. I don't know how much all these other ones will cost that we just called in.
I don't know.
Probably a good 100, 150.
I'm guessing about 70.
I bet you'll do more than that.
Because I had two, and then you had two. I forgot about your two.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, probably around 150. So I'm just a little stressed out. I will be fine. Trust me. I will get going on some stuff. I'm gonna do a couple tutorials, so that'll help. You know, I got some stuff I need to do, like I put the adhesive stripping down on his bathtub and stuff, so that can be done. Yeah, I would really love it if you could clean out that bathtub before you do any dishes or anything.
Okay. I'll get it done.
So I can scrub that and I can put those down.
Okay.
Because I could do that while you were out messing in the kitchen. He doesn't want me to see the mess he left in the kitchen, is what the deal is. So we'll play that game, and we'll just, if I have that to do, I got to keep busy because I'm gonna do a freak. You don't want me to do a freak out, like I said when the only person you have to depend on and that you trust is having surgery for the first time. It's just really scary. And then you start thinking of all this stuff like, well, what if, and yeah, it'll all be fine. I'm just a little freaked out, a little worried. Yeah, you know, I'm glad when it's behind us. Tired of seeing him hurt all the time. I think the pain and the lack of sleep stuff really clouds judgment over time, and really changes a person. There's just a lot of people today. Always is on this road, though. So anyway, sorry, I don't mean to be negative Nancy. I'll snap out of it. Snapping out of it right now. I started a new wreath last night, which is going to be a lot of fun to do. I'm doing a heart-shaped one, and it's not for Valentine's Day, it's for year-round. And I just laid the two, this is all I had of this color, so I'm doing it top and bottom, and then I'm going to have different shades of purple, maybe some white in here. It's going to look cute. I haven't done a heart one before, so yeah, I'm excited about doing this. So yeah, that's just the beginning of it. It'll look nice once I get all the way around it and everything. So here's my different shades of purple, which I already have cut, of course. This one. I know it looks probably a little bluer on your screen. Of course, I have your classic white, and where's my other purple? It must have fallen out. It must be in the bedroom. Oh no, here it is. Cool, I'm like freaking out. And this is the other one. Now, I don't know if on the screen maybe they look the same. They do! Trust me, they are not. There, you can see a little bit different there. But yeah, so, and like I said, then your classic white. And then I'm going to do some embellishments on it. So, doing that. I'll show you the hats I have done. And then, because I didn't start another hat last night because I wanted to show, I know that you wanted me to show the brim I did on that you don't have to fold over, so I will show you that. But this is the hat I finished last night that I showed you guys I was working on. So I think it turned out nice. And I also had gotten this one done. And this one. So this is the one that I told you guys I did a different brim on. Let's see. This is that different brim. So it's you don't fold it over or anything, and it's so easy to do. So and then that. Isn't this amazing? I'll show you guys. This is the same yarn as the brim of this hat. It is the same yarn. It's just how you place the stitches and stuff. It makes that big of a difference. So this is so easy to do. It's basically one Ewrap and then you do a double, which you do over 2 pegs, and then you do another classic single Ewrap, then a double. You just keep doing that. I'll show it to you here in a minute. So yeah, I got those done. So let's start that. Let's see. Oh, let me pick out a yarn I think will be good for you guys to see from. Maybe not. Don't you know it's when your yarn decides to mate itself permanently with your thing. While I'm getting this ready, Brad, did you have any comments about your upcoming surgery and how your wife is starting to lose it? And I sure wish we had anybody around that would be with us, but
Yeah. But no, it's everything's gonna go great. This is a routine surgery, and it's all gonna work out. You know, I'm just excited that here within the next year I'm going to be walking like a normal human being.
oh yeah,
Not that I've ever been a normal human being, but it's a nice goal to shoot for.
you'll be a Brad normal. How about that?
That works. That's
You
acceptable.
know, like I said, I know I'm freaking out a little bit today, and it just it just nerves, Yeah. And to everybody in the world is calling, medically, and that makes it a little, you know, uh,
A little tense.
yeah, because and because like Brad, like a lot of men doesn't really, he knows his medication, but not like I do. So she's calling to get the medication list from him. He's reading it off, but then he's got to look to me like, is this nighttime or daytime? And evidently, that was an older list. I need to have you cost you the things that, or change like the Gabby Panton, put the 400 milligram before you make a new list. Or I can make one later tonight, and then we can take pictures to have on your phone.
Okay.
Just because I know it's hard for you to write.
Yeah.
With the hand tremors, we need to be able to read it.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious.
I know.
Because he just really, you normally has me do all the writing as much as possible, because the hand tremors make it kind of. He had it was hard to read his handwriting before, but now that it's shaking, it's like the other day he you put your hand on my shoulder, and I made a comment that it was kind of nice because he had the hand tremor, so his hand still does this, so it's almost like a little mini vibration. It's like, it felt nice. What?
Yeah.
You gotta laugh at this stuff,
yeah.
right?
Oh, definitely.
You gotta laugh at me freaking out.
Yeah.
Freaking out something might happen to you, and then I'm like, leave me alone today. I just want, I gotta wrap my head around some stuff. It's really hard. And in my mind's eye, I want to have this house just perfect. That's in my mind's eye. So we do have a decent plan. When did you take your pills?
This morning. When.
When we were up the last time?
Yeah, it was about 8:30.
Yeah. See, I normally a lot of times will call him up if I can't sleep, and he does vice versa, but more often me, and then he'll come down and talk to me for a little bit, and then I get sleepy. I know it's funny. Huh?
It is.
I don't know, I probably could have you just talk to me and then I could go to sleep. I mean, even on the phone. We might have to do that when you're recovering.
Yeah, but I don't mind coming down there.
I know. I don't mind it either. I like it. And I fell asleep so fast last night, I think you were trying to tell me good night, and I was like, "Ugh." Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
I remember I couldn't get the words out. I'm just like, "Ugh." And he's like, "Huh?" And I'm like, "Ugh."
Well, then you asked me if I still had half a day of work on Friday.
Oh, I do not know what I was thinking. For some reason, I was thinking you still were working at the big a-hole. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm in like a dream state, and in my dream, it'll be a certain way, and I'll start asking him questions, and he'll look at me like I have 20 heads. And I'm like, and he'll tell me something. I'm like, are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I think that's what I was asking you about if you still had half a day.
Yeah.
And I kept asking, because it was like, no, you work at Elverson's, and do you have, I mean, I don't know why. I don't know where it was. So, anyway, let me start this. I want to start this in the round. I always Ewrap, leave it a tail initially. I'll work that in. But on that first peg, I always do a double. Just helps hold it. And I'll just do a classic Ewrap. We're just going to do a classic Ewrap all the way around, just real fast, or however fast you want to go. And I'm just using classic red heart. Holy crap. Holy. Okay, seeing as you guys are still running, I knocked the keyboard down. I don't want to replace the whole. Oh, and other stuff. My phone was committing suicide too. Because I don't want to replace the whole laptop, so I fried out the keyboard. Accidentally spilt some coffee on it. Never, keyboards are never seem to be a fan of coffee, and so part of the keyboard stopped working on the laptop. So I just bought another keyboard to plug in there. So anyway, so I've done my classic Ewrap. Now I do always, and I know a lot of people say it's a big no-no, but I do always knot this. I just do your classic double knot because I want to make sure this stuff is not coming off as I'm working it. And then, so I've done my classic double knot, and then I'm going to take the tail of this, and I'm going to wrap it with my next thing of Ewrap. I do a full double Ewrap all the way around. Double, I mean by two, I'll put another Ewrap along this, and then I'll hook them over. So I'm just taking that tail, and I'm just wrapping it around these pegs, and then you just finish wrapping all the way around, and then I'm going to hook it over. I'm going to do a hooker. So, I keep expecting this to change color, but this stuff changes color very subtly. It's just a tail end of some stuff I had. Like I said, a lot of times I will use my scraps up that way. Never, if you have scraps, please don't throw them away. I would love to have them. Let's see, I gotta get out a hook. I had a hook in here. There we go. I always have a hook around. So we're just gonna do a classic, normal. Let me see if I get my hand out of the way. It's hard to do this. And you're just gonna do your classic up and over. You're gonna do another one, which is up and over. I don't know. Some people do it like this. Let's see. How I can do this. You guys can see it better. Contort. But you're just taking this and you're just going up and over, up and over, all like that. So we're just going to quickly go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you the stitch I use to get that brim that is a different type of a brim. I got it from watching some of my friends that crochet, and they do a brim similar to that, and I just really like how it looks. So, of course, then I wanted to do something, and I thought about my stitches, and I'm like, well, if I did that stitch, and then I did this stitch behind it, I would have that look. Almost anything you see in crochet can be duplicated on your loom. You just look for it. People that do tutorials much better than I ever do here on YouTube, and you can find almost anything that you could do with crochet that you can do with loom knitting. Now, some of the very elegant crochet thread that makes the fine doilies, which is like what my grandmother used to always make. No, I don't think you can. I mean, she made some beautiful table runners and doilies and stuff, all without a pattern. She was just, and I wished I would have learned from her. Never even thought of it, you know. So, okay, so you have all this. You did the double. Now you have no tail either. I know my work's not going to suddenly come unraveled because I've secured it. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to do one classic Ewrap. Then you're going to go and you're going to go over these next two. And then you're going to do one and then two. One and then two. And you're going to keep doing this all the way around. And then you're just going to go up over like you do your classic Ewrap. I'll show you that. And it gives you that look. Just make sure you don't use super, you want to do at least a size 4 on your yarn. Because if you get it real thin, then you're going to get it too thin. That one hat I showed you, let me see. I feel like this is a very, very lightweight hat. But I felt like this was probably too lightweight. It'll be fine if you're not in real cold weather. Or maybe you just don't like anything tight. But so, okay, I'm not going to go all the way around because you guys don't need me to. So what you're going to do is just go back over here and you're just going to, let's see, you're going to you start with your single or your double, but you're just going to go, this can be a little, you got to kind of sometimes work it up over. You're going to go up and over. And then on the one that you did two, you're just going to do the same thing, up and over, up and over. And at first you'll think, well, what's the difference? Well, the difference is, and you keep doing this, and you keep double wrapping. When you do the two over, you want to keep doing the same pegs the same way when you're doing your rows. And that will give you, believe it or not, it will give you this pattern, which is a nice pattern that, that's what it looks like on the underside. So yeah, that's all that is. And I'm sorry I'm don't probably showing it better because I'm not used to doing tutorials and I don't really know. Some people I've seen have really good angles and they set this down and they show you. I just, if you need me to try to do that, I will, but, because it's just really difficult to show. But that's all that is, and it's very easy. So, like I said, there's a number of things we have to get done, and I want to be a big baby faker because I really want to just go out of the house and just spend some time with him, like even eating lunch at the duck pond or something, you know. But that's not how life always is, and we all know that. And I worry if I'm going to be able to take good enough care of you. But we'll make it. If I could be here by myself, I'm sure that everything will be okay.
Yeah. And it's not like, I'm not going to be a vegetable. We do have the rollator. We've got a wheelchair,
You're going to be a vegetable, be some broccoli. I miss my broccoli. I'm out of broccoli. You guys don't understand. Usually every night I would eat a bowl of broccoli, steamed broccoli. A little bit of cheese on it, throw a little bit of shredded cheddar on it, a little bit of butter, and I'm a happy camper. Well, we've been out of broccoli for over a week. That's very sad. I think I have that one. Is it broccoli and cauliflower, or is it just cauliflower? And I know there's carrots in it. I think it's broccoli and cauliflower.
Broccoli cauliflower medley.
Oh, I think I need that.
Okay.
Or cooked cabbage too.
Either way.
I need something like that because that will make me very happy.
Okay. You can do that.
Yes, I'm a weirdo. I'm like, make me happy. But it's going to be fine. I know you guys all think I'm a pretty strong person and I come across that way, I guess. But believe me, I have my moments where I'm not. I have my moments where behind closed doors I'm just kind of like, but don't ever think you can't come to me with your problems because actually that helps me to not have to think about mine. And I love talking with my friends anyway. Like Leanne and I were being so silly last night on the phone, just texting. But I sure do love my friends, her and Kathy and Carol. Carol, you need to text me, tell me what's been going on. You've been way too quiet lately. Way too quiet. I need some pictures of Marshmallow too. Because Jelly I think wants to see the marsh. She probably does, right, Jelly? Are you okay, Jellybean? What are you doing? What are you doing down there? He's like, I'm just living my best life, Mom. He's scratching. I don't know why. They don't have anything. I don't know why. We should not scratch when she's hurting herself, but she's just Jellybean. Hello.
Maybe we need to give him a bath, something to take care
Well,
of
I've
dry
been. I
skin.
told you I've been wanting to give her a bath, but because it's been so cold, I hadn't. I may give her. I don't know. Let me think about this. Because last time I give the dogs a bath, they love to go and jump on my bed then and roll around. So then my bed is wet and it smells like a dog. It smells like a wet dog. Bad enough that Charlie sleeps up on my pillows and he's had such bad gas lately, I just want to cry. I'm thinking about wearing a gas mask to bed because it. And you make him get down and he gives you the saddest eyes he can. He knows how to work it. He puts his head on the bed and he does his big sighs. He will keep it up for hours. And if you dare fall asleep, he will nudge you until you're awake so he can sigh again. He will keep it up until he will break you. He will break you. You'll know you're broken, and you'll plead with him to come back up on the effing bed so you can maybe go to sleep now. Right? I have no pillows. No wonder I have neck problems. Because he sleeps up on the pillows. See, I make myself, I'm a nester. I got a nest. I got to make my bed a nest. So Brad laughs because I got to have certain pillows in certain positions. And then I got to cover it all with a really soft blanket, one of these super soft fleeces. And then my neck pillow, right? And I probably got to spray some like lavender spray on it or something. And then I get it all made, and then the dog, who I love to death, but Charlie has to take up majority of my pillows, laying lengthwise. He can't even just lay his stinking head on. We gotta lay lengthwise. Then I'm gonna deal with this. I still have one little corner of a pillow left, right? I'm getting excited. Jellybean comes up and proclaims that. Now Charlie, I can put my head on. Jellybean, no. But I really don't want to put my head on Charlie because especially if he has bad gas. And it's like the other night, I'm getting ready. I sit on my bed at night. I'm on my other laptop, and usually I'll do some writing or whatever, watching some vlogs, and then I'm like ready to go to sleep. And I swear he had such bad gas the other night that it was like I swear there was a green foggy mist all around where I might want to lay my head. Now, our newest favorite, because the man who has this trailer court is such a phenomenal person that your whole backyard is just muddy. You're not allowed to do anything about it. He's not going to do anything about it. So you have dogs. Yes, your dogs are outside. Well, the big ones. And they're out there doing their business. Then they come in, and then they love to come and run and jump on my bed with our muddy paws. But I can tell you, there's paw prints all over. Now, okay, I could solve it one way. I could make my bed. Not going to happen, probably. Or I could keep them off the bed. That's never going to happen. Or I can just continue to clean my bed every night. Which, yeah, wet wipe, cleaning my bed. I'm thinking about getting the hairdryer out so that stuff can actually dry. But yeah, they come in and I'm like, no. So yeah. And, no, excuse me, no, Charlie. Charlie, don't huff at me, boy. Why is he a huffer? Why are you such a huffer now? Charlie, what?
But he's really brave until I point the squirt
Why
bottle
are you
at him.
huffing so much, right? I don't even think I'll be asleep tonight. I think I'm just gonna. Excuse me, Charlie, quick, move. Excuse me, this is my craft stuff. I don't even think I'm gonna go to sleep tonight because I probably can't sleep anyway, and then knowing me, I'd get to sleep 45 minutes before we gotta get up to go to the class.
Thought we'd get up at 6.
Why so early? She said not be early. She said that that building wasn't gonna open till 7:45.
We get there. It's at 7:45.
Yeah.
So by the time you get some coffee in you, by the time we get the dogs out.
Get up at 6 or I'll still be up.
Okay.
I'll probably take a nap early in the evening like I normally do, and then I'll still be up.
Okay.
Come on, who are we fooling?
I know better than
We're
that.
the Heidies. We don't sleep.
Sleep is overrated.
You know, I don't know what's wrong with me. It's like it gets dark out and I become alive. Basically from midnight on, I'm like, doing. Before that, I could be like, I'm so tired. My favorite thing is I'll even notice about myself that I'm sitting there almost wanting to cry because I'm so tired. And then I think to myself, well, dummy, why don't you just go to sleep? No, I don't want to. And I'm like, but I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
You told me that several times last night. I said, sweetie, why don't you just go to sleep? I'm not ready to.
Yeah, I know. And I keep falling asleep mid-sentence, and he's like, honey, I know one time you're trying to get me to take my glasses off. I told you I'm still using them.
Yeah.
I can be difficult to get to sleep, just like a little kid sometimes, man. I don't mean to, but I don't even know all of what I say. That's just what I remember. You know, I know I'll tell you I'm not tired. He'll say you were sleeping. I'm like, no, I wasn't. Because a lot of times I can recount whatever TV program was on what they just said, which kind of amazes you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm only half asleep, evidently. I can still be hearing, you know. And the worst thing you can do is turn the lights off on me, especially like in a class, because I'll fall asleep, even if I'm trying not to. But you got the lights off, and I'm trying to watch this video. Especially if it was history class. And yeah, art history class. I think there was about half the class that would fall asleep every day. That's all she did for teaching was do this.
It was nap time.
And it was like, so we would nudge each other in the elbow, try and wake each other up. Until if you're all asleep, there's no nudger left. You know. She'd even turn the light back on and go, okay, you guys can wake up now. So I end up, at that time I smoked. So I ended up going outside to have a smoke. And she didn't smoke, but she'd come out and visit with us. And I would end up apologizing. I'm so sorry. Because she was a really nice gal. I really liked her. So, yes.
Just listening in.
So, yeah. But I'll be fine. I just have a tendency to kind of overthink things and freak out. And I know he's going to do great, though. I know he's going to do great. He wants this really bad. He wants to be able to walk normally again. But it's hard because you never have had surgery, so the idea of them slicing into my spells really is hard. I know so many of you guys have gone through that, and but it really is. I know you know where I'm coming from because I see he's always been the one waiting for me out in the waiting room, and I've been the one under the knife. And so it must be really hard when you're thinking about that they just took your spouse to go carve on.
One of the things that concerns me is I do not know how I'm going to react coming out of the anesthesia.
You're not going in anesthesia, okay? Remember?
No.
They're giving you a local. They're giving you a spinal tap, and then they're going to give you some medication to put you to sleep, but they're not doing the whole, where they're breathing for you.
Okay.
So, do we know how you're going to react to whatever they're giving you to put you to sleep? No, we don't. But no, remember he said there was no life support or anything. They're not
Yeah.
going to be doing the full anesthesia on you.
Okay.
But we still need to have it set up where they know to give you your glasses right away.
Yeah.
And they know, if they're gonna, and normally they do strap the patient down, they're gonna have to make sure that those come off or something because you're gonna fight it.
Yeah.
Or somebody's right there to calm you down and say, hey, I know when I've come out of surgery before, because when you're waking, and I've always had full anesthesia, but you kind of freak out when you're first waking up. This is very, any kind of surgery is your body's like, what the heck, invasion, and so usually they'll like, it's all over with now. You did just great, and usually that calms you down right away. Somebody says it's all over with, a nurse does. You went through the surgery fine, and then it's kind of like you go, everything's okay. Now that you just get to wake up, and like Kathy said, there was no need for me to be up there anyway because she said they were going to be very, very busy with you. And so like she didn't have her daughter come up because they were very, very busy with her and what they needed to do for you. They need to make sure that you can eat, you can drink, that all your functions work, and then to get you up and moving and all of that. So you're gonna do great. Just don't fight them on you know some stuff. You're gonna have to cooperate, which is not you. So
I know.
you're gonna have to not decide to be defiant. Okay, this time, okay? Be a compliant, not a defiant. I can't. I'll try and warn them as much as I can tomorrow. That So this is gonna be super busy now. Gonna be super busy, super crazy. And I guess we're gonna do the Valentine's Day thing further down the road. I mean, having surgery that day. I mean, which is fine. I mean, that way everything won't be so overpriced anyway.
And that was our first holiday together.
I know that's what makes it kind of hard because that was our very first holiday together. So 34 years later, you're having surgery on that day. But yeah. Hi, baby. What you doing? What you doing, Jellybean? What you doing? Come here. You want to come up here? Come on. Come see me. Come on. Wait. Okay. I'm going right here. Okay. I love you too. Hey, are you worried about stuff or no? No. Okay. I know you did what you had to do to protect her. You see her little things? Here. You see her little finger top of it? Right? Mm-hmm. I'm probably gonna need to groom you Saturday or Sunday because I'm gonna need to have Dad help hold you down maybe. Which is funny. She lets me do her face and stuff just fine. I think she'll be okay with me doing her nails because I just tell her we're doing this. I do a real soothing but firm voice that we're doing this now. All my plants are doing great, by the way. I know you're probably keeping you guys up at night, but had gotten some just standard house plants through Amazon, and they were nice pieces. They weren't just like the cuttings that they had all, were doing well, and they're all doing great. And then my air plants are doing great. It couldn't be easier to take care of. Carol had gotten me some of those glass globes as gotten us. Um, I think no, she got those for me for Christmas. Maybe it was for us. But anyway, we got some that black decorative sand, and then which is kind of glittery, pretty. And then the air plant. There were 5 air plants. I put 2 of the smallest ones in the biggest round globe. And you just once a week take and I have a measuring cup. I put water in, and you dunk them twice, and you shake it off really well. And you put them back. They do great. It couldn't be any easier, right? Are you worried about the air plants or no? You don't care? Oh, okay. I'll pet you. Are you a good girl? Are you the good girl? Oh my goodness. Are you the diva? Are you a diva now? Are you a diva? What am I gonna stop petting you now? Now what? Oh, okay. Got to be pet, right?
Not going to stand for that.
I watch a lot of dog grooming videos. I'm that weird, but I do, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
And I always have those, expanded on the screen. I enjoy watching them, and you do pick up tips on how to even groom your own animal easier and how they get certain looks when they're grooming. Because I'm like, how do they get the paws to look the way they do? And there's a trick to it, but I'm learning it. Tricks on cleaning out the ears very well, and just all kinds of stuff, right? Plus, I love the dogs. I love the animals, period. I love cats too. I do. You love you some cats. I can tell that she grew up around cats because, she never tried to chase Angel a bit. In fact, her and Angel are best buds and love up on each other, right? She's another little dog, another little person. She's not a dog, though. She's a cat, right? Are you going to stay awake or just go to sleep on me now? Are you okay, Jelly? Are you okay? Oh, what? 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 Oh, I'm sorry. Did I quit petting you? I'm sorry. I don't mean to quit petting you. Okay? Should we say goodbye to these people? Now they've got their daily dose of the jelliness. Jelly is jamming. Right? Are you jamming? Her dad walks around and says you're a jelly without the peanut butter. Now see, her loves some peanut butter, don't you? Because it's a jelly without the jam and who needs a haircut. Not going to cut it very short though because it's still cold temperatures. I don't want her to be cold, right? You don't be cold, do you, Jelly? What? What are you thinking about, Jelly? What are you thinking about, baby? Oh, my goodness. All right. So we got to say goodbye to these guys now, okay? Because we've taken up enough of their time. Thank you guys for helping me through my little mini freak out. I'll be okay. I'm recentered. I will be okay now. Sometimes I just got to talk about it, too, because, like, hey, this is kind of disturbing my whole world. We've been waiting so long for it. And we wanted it so bad, but now it's like, it's scary. But I know you're going to do great with it. I just do. You know, you've never had problem recovering from stuff. And I guess when he was a kid, just about his whole fourth grade year, he missed because he was that sick at home all the time with severe bronchitis. I guess like where they were tenting the whole bed and the whole thing. So man, now that was before the addition was built on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in that middle bedroom.
Okay. Yeah. What do you think about this, Jelly? Shall we tell you guys goodbye? Make a French toast tonight if you guys want to come on by. Making it from scratch. I know how to throw down some mean French toast.
Yes, you do.
But I will tell you that. It's a quick, easy meal. So, that's what we're going for right now. Okay. Oh, we got to put you down. I know. When you move and Dad will hold you. So, she thinks she needs to be held.
She won't come past Nixie.
Oh, she won't come past Nixie. Sometimes she will, but not
Yeah.
right now. All right. Well, I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so very much. Keep your healing thoughts and your good thoughts coming for Brad. Prayers if you do that. And I will be back tomorrow, and I won't be as freaky. Well, I will be, but not as freaked out. Right, Brad?
Right.
Do you have anything you want to say?
Nope.
No? Not at all?
Nope. You've just been absolutely wonderful.
I don't know about that. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you're having a great day. Talk to you later. Bye. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.